Sandra on the line from Bedford, Indiana. Hello, Sandra.
Hi. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good.
What is up?
Well, I've got a grandson that I'm trying to get him to use his calendar on his phone.
How old is your grandson?
Oh, 21.
Yeah, my son's 21. My daughter's 24. My daughter's in college. She says, I really need to keep track of all my assignments and classes. So I bought a paper calendar. I said, Abby, you have an iPhone.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't want to use that.
Oh, my.
So we're in the same boat. I don't have any solution for you. Now, is he not using anything?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not much.
So he's late. He misses assignments because you got to keep track of this stuff.
Exactly. I wondered if there was an app.
There is.
Okay.
Now, he has an iPhone. What kind of phone is it?
You know, I thought he said a PS6, but I didn't write it down.
It might be a GS6. He might have an Android Galaxy S6. That's a GS6.
I don't know.
That's Android. So that's part of the, that's part of the thing you need to know.
Can you tell me for the Android?
Yeah, if it is a GS6, there's a lot of school apps. There's some really good ones also for iPhone that are designed for students. So you can input your class schedule and automatically add that to a calendar. It can keep track of assignments. There's some really good apps out there.
Okay.
Consumer Reports has an article from a year ago, but I think it's still probably germane. 19 top free apps for college students. I'm going to put a link to that. It is online. I'm going to put a link to that in the chat notes. The planner that they recommend for Android, and I think this might also be available for iOS. I remember seeing this, is called Studious, Studious. And it will let you put your class schedules, your deadlines. You can take notes on it. You could take pictures. So you might want to take a picture of the blackboard if there's something on there. And it will. And this is beautiful. This is great. It will automatically silence your phone during class time, so it won't ring by accident. It's intended for college kids. Studious. On the Apple side, actually, this is Apple and Android. It might be a better choice. Depends. There's something called My Homework. My Homework, one word, student planner. Does the same thing. But one of the things I like about this is it integrates with a tool that many professors use called teachers.io. And if his professor, and this is one thing that he's going to know, and you're going to have to, you can't force. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't.
I know.
You can't make it use a calendar.
I know.
So, but if maybe you show him some, look, and this would do this, maybe that'll get him excited about it. If the teacher uses teachers.io, which a lot of teachers do, you can sync up. You don't even have to enter anything. You can sync up with the teacher's syllabus and schedule and all of that. So it's all automatic. I know. Wouldn't that be great? Mm-hmm. But that's something he can ask at his school. Like, what do you use? Truth is, most teachers don't use anything.
He's almost finished with his schooling right now, but he just needs to be able to keep track of his appointments.
Yeah. Man, I am very sympathetic. My whole life, I've been late. My whole life. And I have taken the Franklin Planner course. I have taken the Dave Allen Getting Things Done course. I have used and tried to use every methodology in the book. And mostly what it ends up being is me spending a lot of money on date timers and special doohickeys and doodads, spending many hours setting it all up and then never using it again.
You sound like me.
It's normal.
Right.
My wife's got a new hypnosis program she found on the internet that is supposed to help you beat procrastination. She keeps saying you should listen to this, and I say, well, I'll do that tomorrow. I'm gonna.
There might be something in there though that she's gonna trick you with.
Yeah, beat procrastination and buy me diamond jewelry, something like that. That probably combined,
Liminal.
Yeah. No, it's been a lifelong problem for me. You know, sometimes it's not a bad thing because what ended up happening is I just could never do it. So I managed to find a career where I had people who would do that for me, called producers.
Well,
And that's worked out quite well. I have to have a shepherd. There's somebody shepherding me around most of the time. So maybe your son will arrange to get a shepherd.
Oh, he needs one, but
I know.
I don't know.
I know. It's kind of the human condition, isn't it? You can't.
Yes, it is.
There are wonderful time management tools on both Android and iOS. It's such a natural because this thing is in your pocket. It has alarms. It could do. I mean, you can record.
Right.
It's such a natural. But
That's the one thing most people take with them is their phone.
Yeah, and you got it all in there. But I have, believe me, I just set up another to-do list system just the other day. So it works usually for the first week, I find.
Now, do these are they the ones that you talk into?
You could dictate, absolutely. You could dictate to it. All iPhones and Android phones allow you to set reminders and to-do lists with your voice.
Okay.
So he can say, okay, Google, remind me that my paper's due a Friday at 4 p.m., and it will do that. But it won't do it till Friday at 4 p.m. Might be a little late. So, but it's a good start anyway. At least they'll be in the phone there somewhere. So there are built-in features. There's a built-in calendar with reminders. And then there are dedicated programs. But, getting somebody to use it is another matter entirely. And I don't have any advice for you on that.
I know. Well, I'm going to tell him what I did, so he'll see that I made an effort. So
yeah. I think the one that I think of the two that Consumer Reports mentions, I really think that the My Homework Student Planner is probably the one to go with, iOS and Android.
Okay.
And then, but there are many other choices out there. If you in fact, you could just look on the Android store. If it is an Android phone he has, there's a Google Play Store, and you could search for Student Planner, and you'll find dozens of choices. Okay. So he might find something he really likes.
I have a younger grandson that will be going to college next fall, so
I bet he's organized.
Better, yes.
Yeah, sometimes that happens where siblings, one is terrible at this and one is great at this because they have to find their own, unique voice.
Oh, I know it.
My son's great at money. Don't ask me about my daughter. Just don't ask me. Hey, it's great to talk to you. It's nice of you to help out, Sandra, and maybe that helped a little bit.
Yeah, you gave me some ideas.
Good. All right. Hey, thanks for calling. I appreciate it. 8888 Ask Leo is the number. I'll try to help you do that thing I can't do. Get organized? What are you, crazy?